This is an exclusive buffet where you have to reserve.
ส่วนที่ขึ้นโต๊ะเลข2เชิญได้เลยนะครับนำเอา ID การจองมารับหมายเลขโต๊ะก่อนนะ
Without a reservation, you can't come in.
ส่วนที่ขึ้นโต๊ะเลข2เชิญได้เลยนะครับเดินเข้าประตูไปนำเอา ID การจองมารับหมายเลขโต๊ะก่อนนะครับและเมื่อลูกค้าได้รับหมายเลขโต๊ะแล้วนะครับเชิญ
Hello everybody, welcome again to a chef's food tour. Today we are here at Copper Beyond Buffet, Bangkok. This is an exclusive buffet where you have to reserve. Without a reservation, you can't come in. Let's go. So now we're here at the reception, and once you get a reservation, what you do is you have to come to the reception first. You have to show your reservation details before they give you your reservation slip so you can go in to start ordering. ขอบคุณครับ You know, have you ever been to buffets and then you have to always get up off your seat to get more food? Over here, you don't have to do that. So all you have to do is to order over at the counter over here. Everything here, from what I know, is prepared a la minute, meaning at the last minute, similar to any restaurant. So only when you place your order, they'll start preparing the food. So you just order your menu over here and then they'll serve the food to your table. So today, let's order. Okay, ครับ It's really convenient because everything can be ordered here and served right to your table. So this is the raw fish or sashimi section. You have aka ebi, you have hotate, which is raw scallops, you have hamachi, and for this you have to order it from the counter because they prepare it fresh. They slice it fresh and they serve it fresh for you. So only with exception for this, you have to come and collect it at the counter yourself. ขอบคุณครับ The other station where we are going to collect some raw seafood, it will be the oysters. Thai oysters, I believe these are probably Suratani oysters. And then we have the shrimp as well as mussels. So this is like a cold platter of seafood, which we have to come and collect here fresh because they only make it to order. So everything is taken off the ice, you know, it's cold, which is very important because for all these kind of raw or fresh seafood or cold chilled seafood, the temperature is very important to the quality of the taste. ขอเป็นก๋วยเตี๋ยวเนื้อเส้นหมี่ครับ So this is another live station, which is the boat noodles. So previously I was saying, you know, it was only the sashimi and the raw seafood, but actually for the boat noodles, I understand why as well because it's served really has to be served like piping hot with the soup and the noodles. If it's not served piping hot, the taste really different. It really differentiates. So this is the last live station that we're going to collect some food. Oh, look at the wagyu, look at the marbling. And this boat noodle is done with blood. So what she's doing now is she's actually cooking the blood in the ladle before pouring it into the soups. And it creates a very nice consistency. And the beef quality is already so good. All they do is they just pour the hot soup over the beef and that's how it's served. ขอบคุณครับ Okay, so we've ordered all our food and it has been delivered to the table. Today I'm here together with Pikasem, one of the person who founded Copper Buffet from day one. สวัสดีครับโอเคเราจะเริ่มที่
Signature
อันนี้ signature โอเค appetizer let's start with the appetizers first today
เป็นซุปเผ็ดทัฟเฟิลปีหนึ่งเสิร์ฟประมาณเกือบ3 ล้านถ้วย
They serve this 3 million bowls yearly. Wow. So it's served with a croissant. Usually you have it like with sourdough and other kind of bread like firm bread. This is served with a buttery croissant. The soup is different from what you will normally get in a buffet. So the soup, this one tastes really very much of like a close to I won't dare to say like Michelin kind of standard kind of truffle soup. It's rich, it's not watery, it's concentrated and the fragrance of the truffle is really oh huh? ต้องเปลี่ยน I have to taste other dishes so I have to stop with this okay
คือด้วยความเป็นของ Copper Beyond Buffet เราต้องการทำอาหารให้เป็นอลามินิตถ้าเชฟพี่นกทำอาหารจะทราบดีว่าการทำบุฟเฟ่ต์คนเยอะทำปริมาณเยอะๆแต่วิธีของ Copper เองเนี่ยด้วยทีมงานเราทำไฟเดนิ่งมาจุดยากมันคือเราเอาไฟเดนิ่งมาทำปริมาณเยอะๆเนี่ยยากมากทำอย่างไรให้ลูกค้าเนี่ยมานั่งกินแล้วเหมือนเชฟนกกินครั้งแรก
3 million bowls yearly เสิร์ฟตู้ครัวซองที่นำเข้าจากฝรั่งเศส Wow this served with a butter croissant it's like Michelin kind of standard kind of truffle soup fragrance of the truffle is really
ฟิลนั้นอยากให้ทุกคนได้สัมผัส
All the dishes are Copper Buffet. The reason why either you order with the staff and they serve it to your table, either you go and collect it from the counter, like for the cold dishes or for the noodle dishes that take faster to prepare, is because everything has to be prepared a la minute. A la minute basically in French it means at the last minute. It's the same as restaurant cooking. You only prepare an order when the order comes in. You do not prepare like a whole tray of it, which is what usually in buffets what you get. This is prepared like every portion fresh and sent to your table. So I think this is something that is very uncommon or very rare in buffet restaurants. Oh, they have ikura as well. Even you go to like 5-star hotel kind of buffet, they will not serve you like ikura. When you look at it, it's very different from what you have in other buffets, even high-end buffets. So let's try. Now we're off to one of the most popular dishes in Thailand, boat noodles. So this boat noodles is served with sliced wagyu. Let's try the wagyu. Oh.
ปีหนึ่งประมาณ2 million
They prepare 2 million bowls of this annually. So every year there's 2 million of these that they sell. And the beef, the wagyu beef is just melt in your mouth because it's sliced thinly and then when you put it in, you don't even have to like, chew that much. It just melts in your mouth. And the soup is thick from the fresh blood. I love it.
เราคิดว่าลูกก๋วยเตี๋ยวเรือที่ถูกต้องที่สุดคือไม่ต้องปรุงเลยคือเป็นรสชาติของเอกลักษณ์ของร้านเราเปรี้ยวมีหวานเค็มก็คือแบบรสชาติที่แบบเป๊ะพอดีเลย
Which I agree as well. Because if a chef is confident of the taste, even though I don't really take spicy, I'm starting to sweat now, but I'm still enjoying this. It's not too spicy. And get it behind me before we move on to the rest. Okay. ไม่มันติดไงทำให้ตัวเองรอก่อน So the next dish we're moving on to lim bua, or is the cow's tongue beef from Australia, and what they do is they actually sous vide to tenderize it, and then after that they grill it over charcoal. So it's served very simple because such a nice flavorful piece of meat with nice fat and meat ratio. Just serve it with salt and pepper. The texture just melts in your mouth, crispy on the outside, and then when it goes to inside, it's just soft and tender. So it's still cooked perfectly, if you look at it. But yet on the outside, it's crispy and charred nicely. So the next piece of beef that we have, this is a Australian strip loin. Oh, it's just tender, beautifully, perfectly medium rare. So you look at the presentation of every dish here is, it doesn't look like a buffet dish. It's plated up, every single dish. So the feeling that I'm getting now is like I'm dining in a fine dining restaurant, but everything is, served as a buffet. How much more value can you get?
ลองกินเชลลอตดูครับ
เชลลอตดองใช่ไหมครับ
จะไม่มีในบุฟเฟ่ต์บอกทำยาก
So even all the side dishes or all the dishes that accompany the steak is all done with passion and with so much technique. This pickled red wine shallot is delicious. Perfect. The next dish we have is plated beautifully once again. Australian Wagyu oyster blade smoked. อันนี้เราลมควัน
16 ถึง 18 ครับ
Oh, just low and slow for about 16 to 18 hours. Even the barbecue sauce, this is homemade, just goes well. The sweetness and the tanginess together with the meat. Pickled shallot.กินเยอะเกินไปไหมวันนี้จริงๆเราชิมก็ได้นะ For those who don't take beef, there's also the pork rib. Look at the size of the pork rib. So if you're going to come to Copper Buffet, make sure you don't have breakfast or don't have lunch and just have everything at dinner once. So when you look at this, a lot of people always think that, oh, if the meat is, pink like this, especially when it's pork, is it cooked? The answer actually is that, as a chef, everything, either there's a lot of techniques such as sous vide, confit, or even such as like smoking. What they call it is slow and low. So meaning you use a low temperature to cook it for a very, very long period of time. More than 10 hours, more than 12 hours, even sometimes more than 24 hours, which is a day. And because of that, the meat or the protein doesn't actually break down as compared to using high heat. And because of that, you achieve this kind of pinkish kind of texture, but actually it's not uncooked or it's not raw. It's actually cooked perfectly through. It's just that it's cooked at such a low temperature that it doesn't change in color. It's surprisingly good because similar to the oyster blade just now, outside is charred and inside it's very similar to like a ham texture where it's still very, very juicy, very tender, but there's a nice char outside. Wow, really delicious. Some more pickle cucumber. อันนี้อร่อยอันนี้คือเมนูอะไรครับ
เราจะทำคอลแลบกับเชฟเป็นมิชลินที่เป็นชาวสิงคโปร์นะครับก็จะเป็น1ใน3เมนูของเชฟเป็นโชกุปัง
So this menu is in collaboration with Chef Heiko Johari, which is also another fellow Singaporean chef who has come before me. He was the chef of Water Library for a very long time in Bangkok. I used to be his fan, as a Singaporean chef who wants to come out to Bangkok, everybody talks about Chef Heiko. So this is a collaboration that Copper Buffet has with Chef Heiko. It's a shokupan with crab salad, and then on top is ossetra caviar. Oh, shokupan is kind of like a brioche, like a Japanese kind of brioche kind of texture. And I think this is done like in a French toast kind of way. Let's try. Shokupan is soft, and buttery with the lobster salad and the ossetra caviar giving it a saltiness, a brininess, and then just that kind of taste of luxury. Oh, this is something that you definitely cannot get anywhere else in a buffet restaurant. It's more of like a fine dining appetizer. Oh, wow. So all the dishes that I have today, the experience that I had is like dining in a fine dining restaurant. I have, all the way from the shokupan with ossetra caviar, all the way to a really good bowl of wagyu boat noodles. And for Copper Beyond Meat Buffet, they have more than just this. They have actually 150 different menu items. And everything is just done so well a la minute. So it's done at the last minute to order. พี่เกษมครับที่นี่ราคาเริ่มต้นเท่าไหร่ครับ
เริ่มต้นแพ็กเกจที่ราคา 1,359 บาทรอบเนี่ยทานได้2ชั่วโมงขั้นตอนการจองก็สามารถเข้าไปจองผ่านลิงก์ของเพจ Facebook Copper Beyond Buffet หรือ Instagram หรือทาง LINE Copper Beyond Buffet ก็สามารถมีลิงก์เข้าไปจองหลายๆแพ็กเกจได้แต่อย่าลืมนะครับจะต้องจองไม่สามารถ walk in ได้
So basically Copper Beyond Buffet, everyone just remember this. This is not a buffet restaurant where you can walk in anytime you want. It's only by reservation and they are full really quickly. So the prices starts from 1,359 baht per person. And this is for 2-hour seating. And they have 7 different price levels and packages that you can choose from. พี่เกษมครับได้ยินข่าวว่าปีหน้าจะมี Copper Beyond Buffet อีก
แน่นอนครับเพราะว่าเราเปิดมา7ปีแล้วนะตอนนี้นะครับแล้วก็ลูกค้าชาวไทยชาวต่างชาติเรียกร้องมาอยากให้ไปอยู่ในใจกลางเมืองอยู่สามารถที่ลงรถไฟฟ้าก็เดินถึงเลยปีหน้า
So there's some good news for everyone because Copper Buffet has been open for 7 years. Next year in 2024 they're going to open a new outlet right in the city center. So it's probably somewhere close to probably Central World.
Yes.
Central World where you have the BTS, it's convenient. After having your buffet, you can go to somewhere else, or before that, you can go from what you're doing to your buffet. So stay tuned. And for those who want to book through Copper Buffet, you can contact me as well, and I'll hook you up. I really enjoyed my buffet today. It really wasn't like a buffet, it's like a fine dining experience and I'm so full now. So for those who like this content, please remember to subscribe and click the notification button. And if you'd like me to review or cover any other restaurants, please leave it in the comment section below. Thank you.
Thank you.